The entire country woke up to a heartbreak, but an incredible feeling of pride that is filled in us. A lot transpired in ISTRAC in Peenya. We know it was late in the night, and many of you probably might have missed what transpired in Bengaluru. But we've got all of that covered for you. Here's a timeline of how things panned out.
ISTRAC Peenya, 1:05 a.m. Excitement and enthusiasm take over. India was on the cusp of achieving something special. The atmosphere was buzzing with excitement and enthusiasm at ISTRAC in Peenya. Chandrayaan 2 mission was on everyone's lips. They were happy and at the same time anxious faces in the crowd gathered past midnight to witness history in the making. ISTRAC Peenya, 1:22 a.m. PM Modi arrives. Even PM Modi was anxious to see Chandrayaan 2 mission in front of his own eyes. Dressed in white pajama and kurta with black coat, Modi arrived at the center 8 minutes earlier than scheduled. He was welcomed by ISRO chairman K. Sivan and later met the other team members. He later made his way to the VVIP area where he was greeted by fellow scientists and team members. Modi looked happy and his face was beaming with pride and confidence. ISTRAC Peenya, 1:25 a.m. A special video for PM Modi. Just to explain in detail about the proceedings and technicalities regarding Chandrayaan 2, a special video was made for Prime Minister Modi. The video consisted of all the necessary information regarding the mission. ISTRAC Peenya, 1:38 a.m. Vikram's descent starts. The parameters were visible on the screen. The descent started and you could see anxious faces. Even Narendra Modi couldn't hide his anxiousness. The team stayed professional as the first visual of Vikram's trajectory appeared on screen. Modi was keeping a close eye on the proceedings. The Vikram descent trajectory began and it kept everyone on their toes. The clock was ticking and the anxiousness only increased from there on. Later claps took over to give some relief. ISTRAC Peenya, 1:41 a.m. Just 30 kilometers away. As Vikram's descent trajectory displayed less than 30 kilometers to go, claps and applause took over. Everyone was living the moment. ISTRAC Peenya, 1:49 a.m. Moon is mighty close. As the monitor displayed less than 7 kilometers, the hearts were racing. To control their anxiety, everyone clapped. Both the scientists, students, and even the Prime Minister. The descent was finally over, but not according to plan.
And normal performance was observed up to an altitude of 2.1 kilometer. Subsequently, the communications from the lander to ground station was lost. The data is being analyzed.
ISTRAC Peenya, 1:53 a.m. Confusion and chaos took over. After the completion of Vikram's descent, confusion took over. It was tense, and by that, we mean extremely tense. PM Modi also looked worried, though he decided not to show it. You could see nervous scientists, all were edgy on their seats. All eyes were on the Vikram's descent trajectory graph. ISTRAC Peenya, 2:05 a.m. K. Sivan has a word with PM Modi. After close to 13 minutes of silence, ISRO chief K. Sivan finally went up to Prime Minister Modi to explain what happened. The signs weren't great.
ISRO, just giving briefing to the Honorable Prime Minister of India.
The Prime Minister sat down on his seat, but everyone else at the center was anxious. The faces told the whole story. Later an image was released on the big screen. ISTRAC Peenya, 2:15 a.m. K. Sivan explains the reasons. After Sivan explained the reasons, normalcy restored. PM Modi was seen motivating the scientists with his piece of advice.
Be courageous.
Modi was also seen interacting with the students. Prime Minister Modi was all praise for the scientists and thanked them for their efforts.
I'm always happy.
A News 9 report.